Good evening, Melrosians, the entire world over. I am Tom Shampoo.
I'm Sam Hammer.
And I'm Jen LeClaire.
And this is Let's Talk Melrose. Melrose, a show where Melrosians talk to Melrosians about our lovely city, Melrose. Welcome. Happy Tuesday evening. We are down one Tom C tonight again.
We got to give him and his family a shout out. Well, they were up at UVM for their daughter Mia's graduation. So shout out.
We did not vote. We did not vote if graduation is more important than the show, but apparently some people think it is.
That may be true, but congratulations to
Congrats to the Catalini family. That's fantastic news. Exciting.
And I have lots of graduations.
I've got coming up on Friday. My daughter graduates from UMass Amherst, so that's exciting news. We're heading out Thursday night.
Congrats to Sarah Tim, fan of the show. And yep, she got her master's degree in health law and policy. So now she can continue to change the world with a piece of paper behind her. So yes, well earned.
Yeah. We're all imagining an air horn right now because Tom is not here.
Right.
Boop, boop, boop.
Right.
What else is going on? Anything else going on?
I'm not.
Where are you?
This is not Sam. That's an amazing kitchen you have there.
Where
in
in
your
the
house.
world is Sam Hammer?
I happen to be in the kitchen, and I have some friends sitting and watching. And they're gonna come on soon after the news. So Julie Unger and Lexi Dupre, from the kitchen are coming on, and it's awesome. It's awesome in here. So I can't wait to show you all around.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Well, we look forward to chatting with them. You have the best seat in the house. Are there snacks over there right now?
Well, there was sushi earlier, but now we're just finishing some non-alcoholic wine. Yeah.
I got you. Okay. It smells good in my house. Is that from you guys over there? Because it smells fantastic in here.
Oh yeah, must be.
So we have a. You were talking about all the graduation heroes. We have a shout out for another group of heroes right here in Melrose. Tom, you want to talk about that?
Yes. Oh, sure. Where the Melrose Police Department had some heroes this week. It looks like last Wednesday, they helped rescue 9 small ducklings that fell into a Melrose storm drain. Now, it sounds like a children's story, but I guess this is true. There's pictures on Facebook if you want to check them out. 9 baby ducklings fell into a storm drain. And Melrose police officer Alexander Wilson and a community member, unnamed, jumped into action to rescue the ducklings from the storm drain. Please do check out their Facebook page. Pictures from that. It's pretty amazing. And who doesn't love a good story about the good guys winning and all ends well. Yeah. So good for that.
I can't even imagine how they would do that. So one of my kids once took their beloved Lovey and tossed it down the drain.
Oh my God, I have a similar story. Is that true?
You told that.
It's true. And I had to find a super long branch. John says I screamed like somebody had been murdered.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she was gone. Mademoiselle Lapine was gone forever, off to the beach. I couldn't even figure out how to get her out of there.
Wow.
Well, they have a video,
policemen.
so you can see the dramatic rescue on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
Somebody put that link.
For your service. How cute is that?
Put that link. Put that link in the chat.
All right. I'm sorry that the Melrose PD was not available to help you, Sam, when they went down the drain for you. Madame Lapine. Lapine, is that rabbit? Lapine, I think, is rabbit in French.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Lapin.
Lapin.
Well, anyway.
I feel like they should get names, kind of like the swans, but also like the ducklings, right? Like Belle, Dell, I don't know, Nell, Pell.
Oh, like the
yeah.
quack.
Right.
Do you know, by the way, a little trivia piece real quick. Do you know that those names of the 8 ducklings are just alphabetical? Like
Yeah.
it's H, it's like JKLML,
Yeah.
whatever it is. I didn't know that. I just found that out. I thought I
Oh.
was bringing knowledge to people, but everyone knows this already except for me.
All right. Speaking of bringing knowledge, let's get into the news.
Oh, wait, before that though, I just wanted to announce that I'm looking for a new position, a new job. I started job posting on my way home Sunday on Route 1, the ice hockey rink on Route 1 South, looking for a Zamboni driver. Sign me up, baby.
Go get it. Go get it.
I don't know. I've been in a car with you. I don't trust you in reverse.
Yeah, I know, right? That's probably true. I feel like Tom Catalini and I could like share duties, and he would love it as much as me. I think that could be something to think about. All right. Anyway, on to the news.
Jen and I would try to make like letters and numbers.
We would make designs. Yeah.
You'll come cheer us on with signs. Go, Tom and Tom. Anyway, all right. All right.
All right. Let's get right into the news. There is some interesting stuff to see in our downtown now. Hello, Dugan. Our good friend and artist who also designed the kitchen logo, graphic designer, Melrose artist Bo Tsang Di Matteo, is the artist behind a temporary art installation on Essex Street right now called Celestial. It was produced by our team, Melrose Together, in partnership with local historian Jim Bennett. And this project is temporarily currently in the windows of Beacon Hill Wine and New Rosso's Cleaners. It's on either side. There's Rebecca, me, and Bo installing in the windows. So thank you to Rebecca, big fan of the show. This project commemorates Melrose's first minority-owned business. It was Charlie Singh's Chinese Laundry at the 12 to 16 Essex Street site that will soon/someday go under development. And eventually, our hope and plan is that these beautiful panels that Bo has made will then be moved outside to the scaffolding of that project to continue to commemorate the site and tell these important stories and tell the stories of our AAPI neighbors and their contributions to our local economy and our local community. It's installed temporarily in time for AAPI month, for the month of May. So those panels will go on the scaffolding of the construction to help mitigate the impact of the construction to our downtown when that project is underway. And this project is funded. We have to give a shout out to the Melrose Cultural Council and the Melrose Messina Fund for the Arts. Also with broad support from the Melrose Human Rights Commission, the Historical Commission, the Downtown Historic District Commission, the Malden Chinese Cultural Connection. Who am I missing, Sam? The Mayor's Office. Thank you, Lauren Grimmick and Mayor Paul Broder. Bob Bell, friend of the project. So it looks cool and we're grateful.
Nice.
Yeah. It does a few things that Jen mentioned. So again, we are honoring the history of the building and the history of our Asian American contribution to our community, and also proving that we can beautify construction as it's happening in the heart of our downtown. And while we're waiting to do that, we are beautifying some storefronts. One is not empty, but the other is semi-empty. So we can do all of these things. So it's a great demonstration project. And yes, Linda, when you come home to Melrose, you'll have to come and check it out. Linda Garfield from Toronto.
Granfield.
Yes.
So
there
thanks.
We go. We have folks all over the place saying hello. We'll say hello to our top fans from different parts of the country. Nice.
Hello from the subway.
Hello.
Very loyal, dedicated, loyal fans.
No kidding. On the subway.
So
budget items.
Yeah, so we're on the next week of the budget, city budget. So I'll put the Power BI. You can look at where the money is planning to go, and it's a 5-week process. So they're in the midst of it now. Tonight is school committee, but last night they did speak with more department heads. So stay tuned. Comb through the data visualization to see where your tax dollars are slated to go in the next fiscal year.
Great. Thank you. You want to pick up the next one too, Sam?
Yeah. Okay. So the Melrose Veterans Services Office, the Veterans Advisory Board, and Mayor Paul Berter invite the public to help decorate graves of the veterans with American flags on Saturday, May 27th at 9 a.m. At the Wyoming Cemetery on Sylvan Street. So here's one thing. It's going to be a full weekend of service. So that's one thing to do. To volunteer, contact the Director of Veteran Services, and here is their number and email. And then also throughout the weekend, there are several breakfasts. There's one on Friday at the middle school for the students and veterans there. And I believe there's one on, the parade is on Sunday midday. So there's a breakfast right before then as well at Memorial Hall. And I think Mayor Inferna and dignitaries and veterans are going around to do to commemorate the monuments and other sites on Saturday. So there's a lot going on.
Actually there's a whole link here. I'm going to throw it. I can't put it in our chat, but you guys can if I put it here.
Yeah.
Can you see that, Sam? I just put that there's a link to to all of the activities on the city's website.
There we go.
You see that?
There it is, right?
There it is.
Wait, do you see it?
While we do that, I will do this.
It's at the end. It's at the end of what you just. It's at the end of what you just read.
On the show doc.
In the show doc. I can't put it on the thing. Okay, Tom. While she's looking for that,
All right. While she's doing that, I'll two quick things. One is I remembered I was going to say earlier. I was going to say that I saw the information come across that tomorrow is the last day for rain barrels from the city yard. So there's discounted rain barrels that you can purchase from the city yard over on Tremont Street. It is $89, I believe. Tomorrow's the last day to place an order, and then pickup is the weekend of June 10th, I think, which is also a special day in the lives of those here in Russell Park. So if you do want to order it, it's on the city website. You can go and look those up. But again, it's $89 for purchase of a rain barrel. I'm going to get one for my garden. It's going to be perfect right next to the garden, and I have water to hose all that stuff down.
Cool.
The city of Melrose is also asking local organizations to provide volunteer opportunities for Melrose High School graduates, postgraduates. They're looking for local organizations, both businesses and nonprofits, that are able to offer volunteer opportunities to students who are participating in the Melrose High School Special Ed Department graduation program, which will provide life skills and vocational opportunities for Melrose special ed students who are aged 18 to 22. These experiences that they get from these volunteer opportunities will help with training from MHS job coaches, and the students obtain communication skills, community skills, independent living skills, and functional academic skills, all related to navigating the world as individuals who are transitioning into adulthood. I actually did some of this work when I was out of college, I was mentioning before. It's really important work. It's really great. And there's tremendous benefits, and people's lives are being impacted by this work. So again, please do, as an organization, a business or a nonprofit, please do let the city know about opportunities that you may have for graduates to come into your organization and volunteer. There's tasks and jobs that are being made available include shredding, copying, stuffing envelopes, cleaning, dusting, and trash pickup, shopping, orders, taking orders, food orders, and silverware, napkins, rolling for setups at restaurants, things like that. So again, if there's opportunities out there that you want to have filled, please let these folks know. There's an email to special ed teacher Robert Ascanleo, and there's some information coming up now being posted. So again, that's a great opportunity for folks.
That is very cool.
Next week on the show, we're going to have some folks from the Human Rights Commission to talk about the 2023 Pride celebration. So on Thursday, June 1st. First, go over to the farmers market opening. I was just told
yes.
by 1 o'clock farmers market. And then at 6:30, just walk on down to the Beebe estate for just kidding, to City Hall lawn and we're going to raise the pride flag as we celebrate One Community Open to All. Our keynote speaker is Ellen Ruthstrom. She is a Melrosian and the executive director of Scout Boston. So we're happy she's going to be there. Melrose Pride t-shirts are for sale. They're kind of cute. They're very cute, actually.
They are. My wife just bought one, so yes, she ordered one.
All right. And then the Melrose Pride celebration on Friday, June 5 o'clock at the BB Estate. So lots going on.
That did a great job, and all of this, a lot of the content is in direct response to the survey that they did. They did a really great job of outreach to the community to find out what people wanted to see and how people wanted to participate. I liked that sort of crowdsourcing of ideas, and these are some of the results of, particularly around some of the speakers, I think, of what they heard from the community. So that's super cool.
And I think the Pride Farmers Market event is coming back. Is that true?
Yeah, it's June 29th.
June 29th. Breaking news.
Oh, great.
Pride at the Market.
Pride at the Market.
Pride at the Market. Okay, fantastic. That's great. We'll have to get the word out about that. Also, your week ahead in arts and culture. Thursday, we all can get together to be bigger, better, and kinder than ever. Join the Kindness Warriors, our friends at the Rising Eagle, to learn about their plans how to grow our Melrose Kindness movement together and how we can support them. On Friday is the Melrose Band Spring Pops concert at Memorial Hall. That's always a great event. They have their various groups, including like the jazz band and and like we said, there's a full schedule of Memorial Day activities for this weekend. There are I wanted to start listing the classes that the kitchen has also on the Creative Alliance website, but they literally have classes every single day. It was too much for me to list. So to see all the great things coming out of the kitchen, you have to go directly to them. We'll put a link to them on the Creative Alliance site. But I wasn't able to do every single class because there's just too much great content.
Well, we may have some folks who want to help you post things if you're up for it.
Yeah.
No kidding.
We're just doing stuff here in the back studio.
Great. You can learn about everything arts and culture related that's going on at the Melrose Creative Alliance website and sign up to get emails delivered directly to your inbox.
Yeah. All right. We good? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. All right, so now we'll bring our guest. Sam can just turn the camera a little bit. We are going to be welcoming Julie Unger from the kitchen, and also with Julie is Lexi Dupre, and so we are talking food tonight. I'm very excited about this. Julie Unger, as most of you already know, is the manager of the Melrose Farmers Market and has recently opened the kitchen, which is at Wyoming Station, not far from here at all, right on the corner there of Hurd Street and West Wyoming Street. And the kitchen is a place where Melrosians can gather, learn, and create. And so with that, let's talk food. Let's talk to Julie and Lexi. Oh my God, this is exciting. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
and Sam is with you down there on at the kitchen. So first, tell us what did you make, and also how come I don't have samples here at the house? Normally, with the celebrity hosts, they bring samples in. You know, Sam, what happened?
Yeah, we actually ate them all. Yeah, before she got.
What did you guys make?
We had a sushi class this evening.
Sushi. Wow.
Nice. We had veal and shrimp,
spam.
Yes, there was a spam sushi roll, which is popular in Hawaii. So
spam, as in spam.
Yeah,
spam as in spam.
I normally try everything, and I did not try that, but I heard it was good.
Wow,
so when did you open, and tell us a little bit about the concept and the community piece of your model.
So we opened our doors on Monday, May 15th. We started out with the knife class, the knife skills course. So we had a class every evening that week. And we had this week, we did kind of the theme was rice. But so I always wanted to have a cooking school or some sort. I feel very comfortable in the kitchen. I come from a long line of cooks, and my grandmother had a restaurant in Guatemala called La Casita. And so she taught me how to cook and just love being around food, and just exposed to different kinds of cuisines and cultures. So it just kind of, I want to say that it's been years in the making, just with my involvement with the farmers market and my background in community organizing. And so this was kind of the right space and the right time, and that's kind of where we're at. And I was able to bring in kind of all the experience, the knowledge, the support of Melrose, and kind of the surrounding communities to really launch the kitchen. I think it didn't just come from me; it came from a lot of people that have been in my life. So
that's really
sweet.
Nice.
Speaking of people that are in Julie's life, oh my gosh, this is Lexi. Can you just talk about how you met?
Yeah, so I had posted something on Melrose community page about how I'm launching this business, and please fill out the survey. And Lexi responded and actually reached out and said, "Hey, I'm new here. I just moved from New Orleans, and I taught cooking classes, and I would love to meet up." And so we met up for coffee.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, you're cool." Like, so we started meeting.
We hung out,
and then we hung out later that night.
Yeah. And then we just
So Lexi's been a rock, definitely a rock in the kitchen, and she's managing all my marketing and like social media stuff. And she is going to be teaching a couple classes next week. She has a background in
I was a teacher. Yeah, I was a Montessori teacher for about 10 years, and I cook a lot, coming from New Orleans, and really just wanting to like put my foot in there and joining Julie. And so that's kind of how we met and how the kitchen started. And one day she told me, she's like, "I think we're gonna it's actually happening." I remember like you calling me and you like, "It's gonna happen." And so we came here to see the space, and that was it.
Yeah. And
Wow.
there's a woman on Diana Weinberg from the farmers market.
Yes.
She's on the board of the market, and she has been my mentor this whole time and helped me. She works for SCORE. She's a volunteer for SCORE. And if you're familiar with SCORE, they work with entrepreneurs and help them launch their businesses and kind of like in an advisory role. So she really like guided me and making sure that, I had a sound business plan. I had my profit and loss. Like I really looked at my finances and projections, and hooked me up with someone that it was a community teamworks in Lowell. And I gave a presentation about the kitchen, and I was qualified for a small microloan, so that without that, I wouldn't have been able to really launch the business.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Yeah.
So it's been great. And I found chefs through Facebook. Wakefield, there's a chef from Wakefield that is involved in teaching, and he wasn't a teacher before, but now he's like, I think that he has found his niche. Like, he is great. And Chef Colby is another chef that's been involved, and he's in Malden. He's like on the Melrose Malden line. So he's been really, really helpful.
So I've been seeing,
go ahead, Jen.
Sorry, I've been seeing you have the sushi classes and knife wielding classes, and there was a class called When in Rome, and the Mediterranean diet, and classes for kids and classes for teens, and it just is incredible. I was looking at your offerings.
Yeah, we really want to reach kids, teens, adults, have a place for businesses to do employee engagement, team building, and birthday parties, things like that. We want to be a place for gathering and learning and creating, really. And I cook a lot with my kids, and they eat a variety of foods, and I would say they're pretty good. Like they'll eat weird stuff or you would consider strange, but we had a sushi class with teens today, and they were eating eel and shrimp and like things that I probably wouldn't have been eating as a kid.
Did they try the Spam?
They tried the Spam. Like they tried the Spam.
They did. Yeah.
What were you
So-
gonna ask?
I was going to ask, how big are classes? And I assume that they're self-contained, meaning someone can go just one class and learn how to cook that thing, and then go home and use those skills. But so, how big are classes? How many people are?
Yeah, so we'll
together at
range
one time?
minimum probably 4 that we can run a class. The largest we can have, it depends on, like a knife skills class, we had 15. That's a good size.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, we had 15 people. Pasta class, we had about 14. So I would say anywhere between 4 and 18 is the class size, and it depends what you're making.
Right.
And if we're doing a dinner, like a monthly, we'll be doing monthly themed dinners around different cuisines. And the first one is kind of Rome, when in Rome, and we can have room for like 24 people for a sit down family style dinner.
Oh wait, is that where you cook for us?
We will cook for you.
Yay!
Wait a minute. Oh, back up. We need to come in with a show and test run that family dinner thing. That's what we need.
Yeah, if you're
it's like a supper club. So you come in and
we have wine pairing.
Yes.
The chef, we present everything. We serve family style. Like I want everyone to break bread together.
Oh my God, yeah.
Our neighbors. So
yeah, it'll be once a month, and it'll be a great space. And we'll also be doing events. We'll rent this place out for events,
birthday parties. I already have 5 birthday parties in the month of June.
Wow.
We have a Girl Scout troops coming in to get their so
birthday in June.
So before I give a tour, I just have to go back to Lexi for a minute because she and I also had coffee to talk about another topic, but this woman is just moved to Melrose.
Yes.
And it's incredible.
October.
Yeah, in October. And I'm going to pass it over so she can tell you all the things she's been involved in.
So I just moved to Melrose with my partner and my daughter and our sweet 2 dogs. But we moved here from New Orleans, and we moved here for work. We both were in education. And now I work remotely, but my partner writes curriculum for the state of Massachusetts and a couple of charter schools here. And so that's why basically what made us move here from New Orleans. And I just wanted to be really involved in the community. My daughter goes to Roosevelt, and I'm now part of the Human Rights Commission. I am doing the farmers market with Julie. I am part of the kitchen, and I also teach at Follow Your Art on Tuesdays. So I teach some kids classes there. Since I'm not teaching anymore, that's kind of how I get my teaching fix. But I'm really just trying to join the community as much as possible and really just be great.
Amazing.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, Shades of Melrose. I know that's a community group on Facebook, but I'm really trying to, be a part. We're a queer family, and we're also, queer family of color, and really just kind of jumping right into the community and really exploring all of our options and just being a part of it and making a change where we can. So that's pretty much.
That's amazing.
Jumping right in. Yeah.
Well, Melrose is lucky to have you. This is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks for all you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I was going to ask off track a little bit from the kitchen, but I was going to ask, do you feel, it sounds like you feel like Melrose has embraced and you feel like you're a part of the community already, which makes me feel better that we are, our goal and our hope is that we're one community open to all. And so it feels like you're feeling that same way. Like it is.
I am. I will say there's work that needs to be done for sure. Just some experiences that we've had. I'm just going to be really transparent that there have been several moments where I'm kind of like, should we stay here? Should we not? But I will say that that's why I'm here. So I want to make sure, everyone is welcome, like we say. And also things are being brought and open, out in the open, and things that are happening where maybe somebody doesn't know what's going on in certain schools or what's going on in the community, but really trying to push for, change essentially, especially when it comes to equity and inclusion and, really, really making this community understand what that means as a whole. And so definitely one of the reasons why we're choosing to stay here, and I'm really choosing to join the Human Rights Commission and all of these things that I'm doing in the community, because I really want to make sure that as this community grows, though everyone's minds and bodies and, the knowledge grows and people grow and understand that we are a different world and we're changing constantly. And so really making sure that that's something that, is put out there in this community for sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Yeah.
And also we've talked about, sorry, we should get spookier. We've talked about how one of the best ways to change hearts and minds is to experience one another.
Yeah.
And so this space actually literally does that. So should we take
and
a tour?
sharing food together, like sharing
Yes.
food and cultures, like
Bread,
that's like the immediate, level the playing field, bring people together. Nothing does that better than food around a table. So
Yep.
it's awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah, we
Nice.
should take a tour now.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
do it.
Let's go see it. Yeah.
All right.
And while you're doing the tour, I do want to say that I want to pop in. I'm sure Jen does too, but I want to pop in some point and sit with you all and just like see the space and get a sense of that inside the building.
Yeah.
Love to.
Well, Sam, before you take us around, I want to ask also just one last question. I know you have I was checking out your staff on your site, and you even have a registered dietitian and a staff nutritionist. And I just thought all of that was like super well thought out and super thorough to have folks like that. My daughter is currently studying to be a registered dietitian at UConn. And so I'm definitely going to have her come in and talk to your people, get some ideas and some pro tips.
Yeah, I want to, I think all things food, and there's people have issues with food. There might be like some neurological things or speech things that are related to eating and food. And so we are going to do a baby class with a speech pathologist, and Erin Browning and Gabby Simmons is a dietitian that we've been working with, and she's kind of focusing on picky eaters, and also going to be doing like a teen intuitive eating class that we're working on the curriculum for that. So this is the nonprofit professional in me. Like I need to do something that's like serving everybody.
Mission driven. Yeah, it's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, we're also gonna, with the kids classes too, I'm gonna be teaching I was a Montessori teacher for 10 years, so we're gonna really be honing in on like, the life skills, preparing your environment, like really understanding like kind of around us, like what to do. We'll have classes for even like the littles, like 3 and up, so they can like prepare their things and, using things around the kitchen and cleaning up after themselves. So really focusing on all of those things and honing them in.
That's great. That's great.
Amazing.
Okay, let's see.
The space was actually a hardware store. Were you aware of that? 100 Street. Yeah, it was a hardware store, and we found some old furniture that was in the basement, and we kind of pulled it up and cleaned it up. So, there's different iterations of businesses that were here.
Yeah, there's been a lot. Yeah.
Busy Bee Cafe. I remember being here with my 12, when my 12-year-old was an infant, sitting in the window having a croissant with him. He was just sitting there, and I was eating a croissant. I wasn't giving a baby a croissant.
So which way is the front door? I can't see. I'm not oriented properly. There's. I see. Okay.
Oh, those great windows.
Okay.
So you're walking in from the front door. Oh, I see now. Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bo actually did all of our logos and our designs.
She's incredible.
She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the front door that we're walking in.
This is the area with everything that you need to run a successful kitchen.
Mixers, spices, pots and pans.
Everything.
I went crazy at the Le Creuset outlet.
These are beautiful. I'm not going to touch anything.
Very nice.
And how often do you have celebrity LTMM guest teachers cooking food for people?
Guest tasters.
Yeah,
tasters.
Come on in, taste test. We always have food left over. Fabian from the farmers market wants to come in and do like a master class on kind of Dutch baking, and Lauren Donati from the bread shop will do a master class. So
after the show, remind me to tell you about this other thing we saw. After the show. Another. But so this side was open to the public before, and this side was kind of closed off, right?
So there was a counter that closed off this kitchen, but this is a very open space right now. So we'll have, we have different stations. We have cooktops that we can set up at every station. I had some finds on the Facebook Marketplace. So this is like a $3,500
I love
island.
it.
And I had wanted it so badly, and someone posted it for $800 on the Facebook Marketplace, and I jumped on it. So this is kind of if it doesn't work out, that's going in my kitchen.
Yeah.
We worked with Hugo, so I do want to shout out to them because they really really hooked us up in terms of appliances and stuff like that for the space.
Wonderful. They're great.
So you have an induction
So an
oven.
induction oven. We've got a gas stove. It's a full commercial kitchen because it was already set up that way. Hugo's, we have from them we have a freezer in the back and another fridge in this induction stove. So they were really generous, actually.
Yeah.
And they said, go in, mention the kitchen, you'll get like a discount.
Woo! Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Breaking news. Dishwasher.
Dishwasher, 3 compartment sink. I didn't know anything about a grease trap until I had to remove all the grease from the trap.
Yes, on behalf of Melrose,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
It was smelled. If I have to do it again.
I haven't been back. I've never been back here.
Oh,
yeah.
This is the office.
This is it.
We have a bathroom. The restroom.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Right.
Very thorough tour.
Oh, there's a bathroom. Wow. Okay, then definitely I'll be over.
Yep, all this goes here. We
Nice.
got all that ready to go.
It's a
All
little
right.
messy. I have to take out the recycling.
I want to go back and see some food. So
Yep.
you guys made sushi tonight. How many people were there? I was curious how big the class.
Tonight we had 6 people.
Yeah, it wasn't
Nice.
a huge
This
class.
was a smaller class. Last week, I mean, every class was like packed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Every
really
time
great.
I've driven by, it's like the place is packed, and I'm like, I have such FOMO. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, come take a class. Every class has been packed last week, and
From the
We
from
have
the
really
street,
Yeah.
from the street when the lights are on and everyone's in there, it just really
Right.
seriously like it just looks magical. It just looks like the place you want to be. It's like warm and cozy and delicious is happening in there.
yeah,
That warms my heart.
And also as a neighbor in this neighborhood, I have to just thank you for giving life to this space.
Yeah.
Because we have retail. This has not been
Months
open
ago,
to the
yeah.
public for quite some
Oh,
time.
Yeah.
Right.
Stores, it was they were manufacturing.
Yeah,
here.
they're manufacturing.
So the shades were down all the time. I mean, good for them. They're at the Boston Public
Yeah,
Market now.
they moved up. They're doing great.
But as a neighborhood, we weren't able to get in here to
this place
experience
needed
space.
needed this.
it needed,
Yeah.
it needs that. It needs vibrancy and life
Yeah.
and people
Yeah.
and food. And I'm so happy to
Thank
welcome everyone here. So
Yeah, there's gonna be some
Well-
awesome like summer programs too that we do
yeah,
for kids. So they'll have a camp for different camps for the week, and so definitely something that we're exploring.
yeah,
And
we're doing
we-
summer programs.
Yeah.
I have to keep putting them up online, but from pretty much July through August, we'll have a weekly camp.
Is there one called How to Cook for Your Parents?
I mean,
Uh-huh.
so now we're having that camp. usually.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do. That's actually a really good idea. Show off. Yeah.
For parents.
How do I cook pasta for myself and
Yeah.
food for my folks? Yeah.
I mean, these kids, I'm so impressed with what they can make. I mean, we had, was it the tapas or
Yes.
the tapas class? We had some teens in there, and they were making some pretty complicated dishes. And
Well, tonight we had Owen who was 11.
oh yeah, he was
with all
making-
adults, and he was making sushi, and he was rocking.
So great.
He
Wow.
did it.
Actually, I had some 5th graders and an 8th grader we did a rice class yesterday, and they made congee. They made this rice, like coconut rice with chicken, and they wrapped it in banana leaves and steamed it, and all of it timed perfectly, and they all ate together.
So how long was that class?
That was about an hour and a half.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
They chopped everything.
They did.
They prepped it all. They did everything. Impressed.
Yeah. I'm impressed with what you guys are doing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you.
Send them off to school. When they're 18, you want to make sure that they know how to
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Open a can.
You know,
Just
well,
kidding.
that's right. Like we
Right.
don't need to have processed. Like you
Nope.
you can eat fresh and
Food is
Yeah.
accessible to anyone, and we want to
Exactly.
make sure that is a thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's wonderful.
Amazing.
Oh, we're so grateful to have you. I can't wait to get in there. Thank you guys so much for being with us on the show tonight. Appreciate
inviting
it.
us.
Thanks for showing us around. Welcome to Melrose.
Welcome. Yeah.
I know. She's the best. I'm like, she's
and-
fine. Can't say
And-
shit.
Lexi, you'll run into my wife, who's also on the commission, by the way. So you'll.
Wow. Linda.
Oh yeah, who's your wait? Okay, that's awesome. Great, I'm excited.
Linda. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great.
She's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Thank you so much, both of you.
We're gonna have the commission on next week. So tune in for that. Where we talk to members of the Human Rights Commission about all the events for Pride. And until then, everybody, you guys ready? Yeah, see you around town and in the kitchen. I'll see you in the kitchen.
See you in the kitchen.
Okay.